Wednesday and it's almost 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Are you ready to go live?
What's up, guys? I got my pants on tight and my shoes on tight and my shirt on tight and my gloves on tight. My hat's on tight and my eyes on tight and my arms on tight. Sing it, guys! Sing it at home if you know it. And my shirt on tight. Romer anthem time, baby. Sing it if you know it. I got my skin on really tight and I'm ready to go live tonight. Let's go live. Let's go live. It's 8 o'clock. Let's go live right now. Yeah. Whoa! What's up, guys? 8 o'clock. It's Wednesday, guys. Welcome to Skeleton Realm Live, episode 46. All the Realmers are in the chat. All the familiar Realmer families here to play. Everybody's coming out to Pope's Gallery. Oh my gosh. Wow! Fuck!
Curse word detected.
Guys, it's a Wednesday at 8, and yeah, we're wearing some slick shades, and we wear them high. We wear them high like this. This is the Realmer style. If you wear these out in public, and somebody says, what kind of style is that, dude? Why are you wearing them like that? You let them know this is a Realmer style, and this is how we rock, and this is how we roll. Sam, how's your week been?
Great. It's so good to be here with you. How are you doing?
I'm feeling so fucked up and so happy this week to be going fucking live. So hardcore style with the Realmers. Guys, we've had a great week in the Realmers Fair, and it's been a lot of fun. You know, it's just great coming here, doing Back to Basics style Wednesday at 8, getting ready to do a great show, guys. The guests are stacked tonight. Everything's stacked. But there's an elephant in the room right off the bat, guys. Dana's not here tonight. She went to another chat mod convention. This time, I believe, somewhere in Florida. Going down there enjoying the beach. But tonight, guys, we do have Dana. Excuse me. Whoa.
Oh.
Phaser. Phaser, the chat mod tonight. Phaser's going to be sitting in, not as the chat mod, but as the zookeeper. Guys, we've got the Dana Zoo. There's a great Skellypedia article about the Dana Zoo on Skellypedia. Now, we did have some discussion about this before the show. We said, is it the Dana Zoo anymore if Phaser's looking after the creatures? And Sam, he's added a few creatures there. So that's not the Dana Zoo that we traditionally know exactly. And so Dana is in the chat. Phaser, and so there's no secret here. Phaser knows he's not controlling the live chat. He's not monitoring the chat. So Dana is in the chat. I can say that out loud. But let's be honest, guys. Looking after the Dana Zoo is a much bigger task than moderating the chat. So Phaser really is actually graduating and doing more work. Hey, it's way easier to look after the Dana Zoo. Moderating the chat's way harder. So that was a lie. So Phaser's not graduating. In fact, Phaser's doing a way easier job. So, but don't let him know. So Phaser's doing a way harder job looking after the Dana Zoo, and we're so proud of him for graduating and becoming a zookeeper. So everyone maybe in the chat say, congratulations, zookeeper Phaser. I'm gonna keep calling him Dana tonight. Oh my God. So guys, how's it going in the chat? Colin Oliver's here, Yoko Nova's here, Trash Image is here, Tyler Jones is here, Ledintre is here, Donald T's here, Julia's here, Watch Mojosh is here, Tyler Jones is here, Moon is here, Bowen Gardner's here, Andy Field's here, Left of the Red is here, Skeleton Rumble is here, Necropolis is here, Bree McVeigh is here, Courtney Davis is here, the Disco Narwhal's here, Boba D's is here. So we're loving it tonight. Guys, that's a great reminder. If you want to get your chat comment read, just super chat that son of a bitch.
Curse word detected.
It'll throw it up on screen and I'll read it. And even if I don't read it immediately, I'll read it later, but even it'll get thrown up on screen, so fuck you.
Curse word detected.
So, but tonight the guests are fucked up. It's gonna be so amazing. Our first guest, look at some music to kind of bring in this sort of this vibe. Yeah. So guys, tonight's first guest is phone charger migration facilitation specialist. We don't know his name. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Phone charger migration facilitation specialist British Mike is going to be on the program tonight. Guys, you ever had your phone charger mysteriously migrate across the house? Maybe it's in the living room one evening, and it comes into the bedroom, and maybe it goes to the car, and maybe it goes somewhere else. And I don't know, if you're sharing your home with a few other people, you might start to point fingers. Well, don't do that. Call the phone charger migration facilitation specialist. British Mike, he's a British man, and he helps you. Maybe you should really call him a detective. He's kind of helping you ascertain who has been moving the phone charger, and maybe, who knows, maybe the charger moved on its own.
100% agree.
Who's
you know who's after that? traditional Phillips.
Traditional Phillips.
And that is just
If you've ever
as
been
much as
to
sounds, right?
if you've ever been to a historical area, you know, maybe some historical buildings, a historical museum, you might see some traditional architecture. You might see a traditional piece of artwork if you go to an old museum. And so basically in the theme of that, in the style of that, Phillips is a man in the style of that. After that, we've got cell phoner Tide Pimped. He's famous for using his cell phone here in Atlanta. We've got a few cell phone users here. The number is growing, but the original cell phone user is Tide Pimped. Who's after that?
After that is Gorbulation Modeler Todd Rand.
Todd Rand is a Gorbulation modeler. He creates Gorbulation models. And so now is the season. Everyone's creating their Gorbulation models, and the weather has been incredible. And in fact, we'll get into that later.
Ooh.
But this year, guys, the Gorbulation models have been insane. I've downloaded some new software this year that's allowed me to really key up some really kind of rare Gorbulation styles, some rare Gorbulation events, some rare Gorbulation clouds, and showing those in a 3D model. Guys, we got to have Todd Rand, the original modeler, on, who's doing that, who invented some of those systems. After that, we've got Let's Eat Outside Henrietta. And the weather gets nice, guys, so you cook up something in the house, and maybe you go get takeout. Maybe you go to the restaurant and get takeout. You want to eat it outside, or maybe you're even going to the restaurant, and that restaurant offers outdoor dining possibilities. I say, let's eat outside. Well, Henrietta is that person who's going to come with you. You can hire her. She'll come eat with you and your family, and she'll always encourage you to eat outside. Let's say you got someone in the family doesn't like to eat outside, is always a naysayer, say, I don't want to eat outside. The weather's incredible, but I'd rather stay inside where it's dark. And you bring Henrietta around, and she's gonna kind of subtly nudge those family members and get them on board to be eating outside.
You know who's after that, Doug?
Who's after that?
Somebody you might see if you're eating outside.
Right.
Dozens of bees.
Dozens of bees.
The dark
Now-
side of the story.
Now, I saw that on the show doc, and I said, dozens of bees? We're gonna get swarmed, we're gonna get bit. We're gonna have a swollen head, we're gonna have a swollen body, and we're gonna die and be deceased from a bee? I don't want that. But they said, the agent said, they're carpenter bees. Carpenter bees are lovely. They're not stinging. They're drilling holes, so we might have holes in the table. A table might end up looking like Swiss cheese when the bees are done with it, but that's okay with me because I'm not getting stung. After that, we've got shaved ancient guard Stan Steon. Now, he's an ancient guard. If you hear about an ancient city, an ancient king, or an ancient city, or an ancient area that would require an ancient guard, typically we'd be wearing an ancient guardsman attire, such as a spear, an ancient skirt perhaps, and ancient armor. And that's not the only thing about Stan Steon that he's an ancient guard. He's shaved.
Oh.
He's shaved. So his whole body, head to toe, all the private areas and everything, completely hairless, shaved ancient guard. Who's after that?
After that is ancient players, big players from the ancient world.
Yeah, so we didn't just get Stan, guys. We got the ancient players. Now, if you're thinking about ancient Samaria, you're thinking about some of the ancient Far East, thinking about ancient China. We're thinking about ancient Americas, thinking about ancient Europe, thinking about ancient Africa, thinking about all the ancient civilizations of the world, guys. These are the big players from every single ancient civilization. We're talking about some of the Sumerian kings. Sumerian kings might be here. I'm not sure. We don't know much more than the fact that they are the big players from the ancient world. So if you have any questions, I mean, how did you guys build some of these incredible megastructures? How did you guys get so swagged out? When I see an ancient Sumerian king with that swag, sometimes you look at an engraving of an ancient Sumerian king and it looks more swag than a modern day swag guy who's wearing a street core fashion. I'm saying that the street swag of a Sumerian king is way bigger than the modern man.
The big issue is the falling out of favor of beads. We need more bead core, bead swag, bead swag.
That's something we could bring up with the kings and ask them about the beads. After that, we've got phaser haters.
No, boo.
Now, I know what you're thinking. This is maybe the third or fourth time I've done this. I've brought on people who I'm platforming, I know, that are very antithetical to the realm or style.
Exchange of ideas can only go so far, Doug.
We love Phaser, and the Phaser hater, we just want to bring him on to show some of the different opinions, guys, to see maybe somebody doesn't like Phaser. And we want to know so we can dismantle that argument. Hey, I'm actually really excited for a Phaser hater because he's making me really actually fucking pissed off and tired, and I want to see the other side because I might be getting convinced. So we love to have the Phaser hater on tonight. After that, we've got a Coleman cooler full of dirty hot dogs.
Ooh.
Now, those have not been cooked on the grill. Those have been straight out of the packaging with the hot dog water drizzling out in a dirty cooler, and they're cold, and I see him salivating, his lips licked. I see him licking those dirty lips, ready to suck down a dog that's been dirty and cold. Ew! Everybody say ew in the chat.
You know who's after that?
Who's after that?
Well, let me find.
Guys, we got a lot of guests tonight. I really went for it.
I found him. Mazers.
Mazers are on tonight, guys. If you've ever been to a traditional style maze, I've done a lot of mazes in my life.
Yeah.
In fact, every year we would go do a maze. Not a corn maze, but just a maze. They use concrete where I'm from. They just do a maze.
Yeah.
It's a maze event. We had maze event systems that would build a maze in your home. And so, anyway, mazers. After that, we've got kings from an unknown land. After that, we've got a 12-foot tall pigeon with huge muscular arms like a bodybuilder. So that'll be cool. I didn't know that these existed, actually. After that, we've got the Let's Annihilate Fear crew. So guys, we say screw being afraid. We're gonna annihilate it, and we're gonna bring the Annihilation Fear crew in to help us walk us through some of that. Who's after that?
After that crew is the Yeti Man, Mr. Pudding, a.k.a. the Creamer Dreamer, and that's who you're looking at
Cream
right
Dreamer.
now. I'm
the
sorry.
Cream Dreamer.
Pardon me.
Guys, Yetiman, Mr. Pudding, a.k.a. the Cream Dreamer, in his Garden of Tranquility tonight, looking over us, making sure the show goes off without a hitch, and enjoying some silent meditation. And just look at that ass crack right there. Now watch when he comes around. When you see that ass, that's a great ass. And look at that crack. It's right on the crack of that pudding.
Curse word detected.
Now I'm going to go one more time so you guys can see the crack of that ass. Now right on that
Curse word
pudding.
detected.
Gosh, isn't that cool how the dreams come true and things line up? The stars align, as they say. After that, we've got coffee sprayer Gertrude Beardman. She's in the morning, she's drinking her coffee, but you can't get, as soon as you say something, she's spitting that coffee out, and she is just so startled easily. After that, we've got viral influencers. After that, we've got Lizard.
Whoa.
Lizard is on the show, guys. Lizard. After that, we've got rap artists from Atlanta.
Cool.
That'll be cool. After that, we've got Atlanta Rag Taggers Zigzag Dance Crew, some hip-hop dancers. After that, we've got miniature dolphins. You might want to keep one as a pet. After that, we've got the Tech Torture Relief Crew from Skell Corp. Now, this is cool, and we're actually working on some merch from them. But, guys, Skell Corp, the Tech Torture Relief Crew?
Yeah.
You're being tortured by your tech, and you might want to call Skell Corp to see if you can get some relief. And, guys, I saved the best for last. I know we've got a lot of guests tonight.
Wait, but that's the end of the guests on my document.
Yeah, because I had a little something planned here.
What?
Fucker.
Curse word detected.
So, now we've seen somebody say, I did say Brady Cashman is a cream dreamer. L. Dintre says Brady Cashman is a cream dreamer.
El Dintre.
So anyway, tonight I wanted to do something really special.
Prove it.
Some people have been asking about a certain character here on the show who comes on the show often, who's related to another character, we think. We're not actually sure about some of that lore behind that, but why don't you cut over to the Dana Zoo? Now, do you see somebody in there? Who's that?
Oh, I
four
see,
legs. I'm counting 4 legs on this individual. I'm saying that they have a brown coat with a white sort of stripe. Who is that? Does anybody know who that is in the chat? That's Boo Boo.
Yes.
Hey, Boo Boo, how you doing? Is Phaser doing all right? Okay, anyway, without further ado, guys, let's get some, can we get a drum roll? Let's just get some music.
Ready? Who is
Guys,
it?
Mama's back.
Wow.
Mama's back. Guys, Mama is back. Mama is back, guys. Everybody's been wondering, where was Mama this whole time? Well, we're not going to say. Mama had some things to do, and they'll leave it at that. But Mama's back. Let's get a shot of Boo Boo. Boo Boo, how do you feel about Mama being back? Maybe get some horse sounds for some, trying to get some stimulation. Get them a little excited when they hear a horse sound. They might get excited. Boo Boo, how do you feel about Mama being back? Okay, well, anyway.
That's awesome, Doug.
That's
Thanks
cool.
for the surprise.
And my glass was starting to fog up.
Nay. Yeah, nays in the chat. A lot of nays in the chat.
Wow, I actually like wearing these. Okay, so, guys, It's a Back to the Basics show. I know we've talked about Back to the Basics over and over. Now, somebody made on a Skellypedia article, I think it might have been you even, Sam. I know somebody added in all the distinguishing features of all the episodes. And one of those distinguishing features, of course, is it a Back to the Basics show? Is it a special show? Or is it a special of 10? And what I noticed when I went through that is, guys, we have a lot of Back to the Basics shows in a row. But we do have episode 50 to look forward to because that's going to be a stellar special of 10. But this is a Back to the Basics show, so I just wanted to do that disclaimer. But there's no, you know what? Every time we have a lot of fun. Having a fun with everybody and having some fun and enjoying some of the fun with everybody and all of that too.
Absolutely. Agree. It's back to the basics, baby.
It's back to the basics, and one of the basic things that Sam and I like to do is we like to sit around, and there's no surprise. This isn't like revealing any secrets or anything. We like to write sketch comedy. And I know this show is not a comedy show. It's not a comedy show. It's not a comedy podcast. These aren't sketches. These aren't bits. A lot of people call these bits. These are segments. This is a show. We talk about news and fitness and travel. We don't talk about comedy, and it's not for joking and laughs. But sometimes Sam and I, in our spare time as a hobby, do like to write sketch comedy.
Yeah, hobby, like crossword.
So I wanted to surprise Sam today because I know we've been racking our brains. We've been sitting in just for hours and hours and hours, unable to come up with any bits, any comedy-style bits, because it's really difficult. And I wanted to surprise you, Sam, because I finally came up with a bunch of bullcrap
Curse word detected.
that we can finally do to go viral comedy style with a viral comedy troop team. Maybe Phaser and Dana could be a part of it, and maybe even the Yeti, maybe some of our characters, maybe some of the Realmers. We could have a troupe that does sketches, and we could do acting, such as in acting when you have a character, and we'll have a little bit of a funny thing, and it's relatable because it's more like real life of a sketch comedy. So throw it up. I thought of the perfect classic style comedy sketches for us to do. Is that exciting, everybody?
Holy cow, that's so cool.
I thought of the perfect classic style comedy sketches for us to do. Maybe the Realmers. That's so loud. Maybe some of the Realmers have some cool sketch ideas. Maybe we should put a channel in the Discord for fun comedy sketch routines and ideas. Because I mean, we need help. These are not easy, and I know what I can already kind of hear the haters after we go through some of these bits that I've written. They're half-assed, subpar, yada, yada. Well, you got to keep in mind, we're still learning. We're young guys. We're very, very young, and we're still learning our craft, how to be sketch comedy. And thankfully, we have a show like this where we can get in front of a camera and really rehearse, not in a comedy style, but to kind of hone our skills. But so this is kind of my first stab at it, and don't judge me for this, but I think these are pretty good. I think that these are pretty good sketches that could be good.
Show me what you got, Doug.
All right, so the first one is really pretty exciting. Guys, its roommate is super excited to show me what ketchup is. But I already know what that is. He's like, dude, this red stuff is awesome. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's ketchup? So basically this would be like, we're in our apartment, my roommate's at the table, and he's like eating, so we're in the apartment, I'm at the table, I'm just chilling, eating I'm eating a burger. Okay. And the roommate comes in from his room. He storms in, almost like a Kramer style, but more subtle, more millennial style. Not like a 90s Kramer, but more like millennial style, and kind of subtle. And he comes in and he's like, what's up? And I go, huh? I look over, and it's like super realistic, like a normal lifestyle that we would have our life. And you could be the roommate maybe, and you go, have you seen this? Have you seen this new thing? And I go, what? And he pulls out a ketchup from his pocket.
It's in his pocket.
Shows me ketchup. And I go, what? What do you mean? He goes, this is crazy. And I go, what are you talking about? That's ketchup. And he goes, no, dude, this is crazy. Are you kidding?
Hey,
this thing's awesome. It's a brand new thing.
Notes right there.
Yeah.
I think the pocket is pretty funny, and I think that'll get lost on the viewer unless you call it out. So when he pulls it out of the pocket, I think you should just say to yourself, you keep that in your pocket?
Yeah. I go, you keep that in your pocket?
Then it moves on. He goes, this stuff is so
good. This stuff
good.
is awesome.
Have you heard of this?
Yeah, have you heard of this? And I'm like, yeah, I'm eating it right now. It's called ketchup. And then I open my burger and there's ketchup. And then I don't really know how it would end, but
yeah, probably
I don't
just
know, that would, what,
take that and escalate it at a perfect even
escalation
intervals.
we could escalate it. What if it turned out that like he had a friend that came that didn't know either?
Yeah, exactly. So,
he didn't know it. He wasn't familiar with it either. But it's ketchup, so it's like pretty obvious that you would know. So it's like I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? So the viewer would be like me, to see that ketchup, they go, what do you?
But then roommate friend come in and he goes, "What is that?"
Yeah, no, another roommate
Yeah.
says, "What
Is that?" He goes,
dude?"
"Is that blood?"
And then they're like, and then they're like, yeah. He goes, "Is that blood?" He goes, "No, dude, this is new thing. It's awesome." And then they start eating it. They're like, "This is awesome."
And they go, my roommate character goes to his friend, "What is this made of?" And he goes, "I don't know." And then you go, "Guys, it's made out of tomatoes and sugar."
Yeah.
And they go, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, they go, "Tomatoes like from the dirt. This is red,
Exactly.
like blood."
Yes.
So
Well,
they're
that's
just
good.
So I'm so glad the spitballing that we can do on these is amazing. I mean, I thought these were done, but they're not. They're half done without your input. So maybe somebody could keep notes. If we have any roamers that are good with Google Docs, you could do a Google Doc and just keep our notes and then email those as a PDF to me.
Phaser, any notes? Okay, you okay?
Okay, so that's not it. I had a lot of other good ideas, and I had to just pick. I think I picked 4.
Well, let's check the next one out.
So next, this one's a cool one. This is 100 young people in an apartment with a brick wall. Now, you've ever seen... Now, guys, I know what you're thinking. A brick wall inside of an apartment? What the heck? Guys, if you've seen some of the stuff they do nowadays with renovating an older building, you know, in a lot of places a building might be older, and what they do is they renovate the building. You know, they put in new floors and new appliances and stuff, but they keep a brick wall because it kind of has a style flair, and that's kind of stylish. It kind of... What happened was in the 1960s, a lot of artists began moving into parts of New York City and other large American cities where there was empty warehouse spaces, and they would rent them because they were so cheap and the artists didn't have a lot of money. But what happened was in the coming decades from the 60s till now, the brick wall and the industrial aesthetic is now cool, even though that was the reason that they were living in it, but was because it was cheap. But now they'll make a new, it's like, this would be a very expensive apartment with a brick wall on purpose. In fact, maybe the building's made out of wood, but they put bricks just for the wall, just to look like a brick wall. But here's the thing, I'm going off on a
Sounds convenient.
tangent. It's super convenient, but what it would be is 100 young people in the apartment, and there's a couch, and they're all sitting, and there's so many, and they each have something to say, and then the camera zooms to him and to her, and it goes to him, and they go, yeah, what do you think? And then it goes, what? And then he goes, what do you think? And there's a brick wall, because it's an apartment, and it would be an apartment that a young person might rent, and it would probably be in a large city, but the camera keeps going, huh? And they go, what about you? What do you think?
Yeah,
Huh? And then they turn, and then someone comes out of the room. That's a good part, too, is they all turn and go, someone comes out of the hallway, and they go, huh? What do you have to say?
Yeah. So you've this one is interesting because you're less from a writing perspective, more from a photographer, a DP, they call them, cinematographer, photographer.
DP,
and you're blocking. So you blocked this one out. You practically boarded it in your mind. Now it just needs to be written. So that's kind of easy.
The hard part is getting the blocking.
Easy part's last now.
Right. So maybe some of the ideas for what they could say would be like, this is my idea right now for the sort of for the script. What's going now is it shows one of the 100 people and they go, huh? And then it shows another and they go, huh? And then it goes to another one and goes, huh? And then it goes to another one and they go, huh? And then it goes to another one and they go, huh? And then it goes to another one and they go, huh? And then it goes, it does it 100 times, and then the 101st person comes out of the apartment and goes, what are you guys doing? What the fuck are you doing?
First word
That's good.
detected.
And then because that'll be the person
you're
that
ready-
the viewer relates to.
I was already
The viewer has
lost.
to have someone that they relate to. That's kind of a rule of comedy. There has to be somebody who goes, what are you guys saying?
Absolutely. Because
am
your
I
description
crazy?
just now led me astray of going, well,
I
it
don't
sounds
get
like
it.
you're describing a normal situation
Right.
because without someone calling it abnormal, how am I supposed to recognize that it is indeed
You
abnormal?
wouldn't.
So thank you for that last
Without
character.
water, you can't have air.
True.
Okay, so the next one, this is a good one. I think I did save the
Life
best
ain't
for
been the
last. but-
same. Intellect on cosmic levels, was born with 2 brains. Yeah, sumo higher than a NASA.
I was born with 2 brains. Okay, next. So guys, this one is roommate. This kind of is like the other one, sort of, but this one is just a condensed version of this one, of the others. It's roommate comes out and everyone is like, huh?
The table's turned on this one. Yeah.
So in this one, we're hanging out in the apartment with the kitchen table, and the roommate is in his room, and he comes out and he goes, guys, and then we all look at him and we go, Huh? What? Huh? Huh?
Huh?
So say anything to add on that? That was kind of more of a simple, but I think this is kind of a back to the basic style bit. It wouldn't be that complicated. It'd be simple, and this is what the people like.
It's perfect as is, but if I could add anything just to get my fingerprints on it, with collaboration style, just to leave it not untouched by me, I'd cut to someone like this at the breakfast table, going like this. Huh?
Yeah, yeah. And the roommate goes, I didn't know.
That's good. Write this before the end of the show. Write
Something
these
like
down
that.
so we don't.
Yeah,
forget
someone
these.
needs to be putting this on a Google Docs.
Do we have? What do they call them? A stenographer? Do we got one of those? We can use it.
Phaser could do that. Well, I would. I decided not to. I'm gonna decide not to ask Phaser to do that because I can't trust him. It's too complex. Phaser, don't do that. Okay, so I saved the best one for last, guys. Now, this is a good one.
All right, let's see it.
Okay, this is a roommate and girlfriend looking at a framed corn photo. Now, this is my magnum opus, okay? So this is going to be good. So it's my roommate and my roommate's girlfriend, right? And we're at our apartment. And this is kind of like the ketchup one now that I think about it, but this is actually way better version of this. So I come in and my roommate and his girlfriend are sitting at the table, just a kitchen table. And maybe I come in. I'm not sitting at the table. I come into the apartment. I walk out, maybe of my room. Let's do that. I walk out of my room. My roommate and his girlfriend are sitting at the table, and there's a framed picture of a freaking corn. Random corn on the table. And I go, what are you guys looking at? Why are you looking at corn? They go, shh, 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 shh. And they just keep looking at it. I'm like, why are you guys looking at a picture of corn? And they go, Doug, shh, shh. This is the best part. And they're looking at it like, it's like, what the heck? And then I go, guys, this is crazy. Like, you guys are crazy. And here's the best part.
Huh.
The other roommate. So it'd be a 3-roommate house. And so the other roommate comes out of his room or her room. Could be a girl,
This
could
is
be
the
guy.
third act.
Girl, guy. Could be girl, guy. Half girls and half guys is good.
No.
When you have half girls and guys.
Yeah, even.
So it'll be a girl. And she comes out and she goes, I go, hey, did you see that they're looking at this picture of corn? This is crazy. What's wrong with them?
Let me guess.
Yeah.
She goes, corn's on?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
pushes you out of the way.
To say it. Yeah, she goes, corn's on? That's my favorite thing. Maybe not say show. Because no, she can say, that's my favorite show. And then she goes and they start looking and I go, oh my God. And then that's it.
So if I had to punch this one up, Doug, I'd say that frame photo is a little bit of a stretch. Let's throw it on a TV and let's turn it so they're watching it on a TV. I know that's what you're trying to evoke, but let's connect the dots for
Just
them.
put it on a TV?
Just put it on TV.
Oh, you're right. That's too much. Yeah, just on a TV.
It's a leap. They call that a leap.
And that'd be easy for us too, because actually printing out the corn would be annoying. So if for us, I could just Apple
Printing out the
Play.
corn would be annoying.
I can Apple Play on my TV of a corn picture that I can get off.
Oh, yeah, just screen mirror.
I just screen mirror it, and it'll look super legit and real if I screen mirror, because screen mirroring's like a very advanced technique that would be. So it actually give that element of reality.
It'll
to it.
look like it's on because
and so the viewers. But the thing is, like, that's what's important about my character in that bit. Because if you just saw them looking at the corn and then you saw the other roommate come out and go, "Hey, corn's on," the viewer would go, "I don't get it. I've never seen corn."
Mm-hmm.
But since I'm there saying, "What the heck are you guys doing? This is crazy. Why are you watching corn?" The viewer understands that they're like me so that they can make the association. This is an odd behavior system.
You're the shepherd and the viewer is your flock.
Yeah.
Well, that's incredible, Doug.
Fuck me, right?
Fuck you.
I'm just kidding. I've been trying to curse less for the show, and I've...
Really?
Yeah, fuck it.
Curse word detected.
Incredible stuff, Doug.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my
We've
God.
been working our asses off
That's
this
cool.
week, haven't
But
we?
that's just kind of a fun hobby
Yeah.
situation, right? That, because, oh, shit. Oh, boy.
What?
Curse word
The
detected.
fucking deadline is now.
Oh, shit, the deadline's now. They need it yesterday, so to speak.
Yes. Oh, shit.
Curse word
Guys, the
detected.
deadline's now. Actually, wait,
fuck.
it's 8:30.
Oh, shit.
it's fucking
It's
right
actually
now.
Curse
late.
word detected.
It's actually a little bit late.
Shit.
They
fuck.
needed it fucking yesterday.
MeMore.
Curse word
The
detected.
MeMore call.
Okay, guys, so MeMore needed something from us now. We
Shit,
said that we weren't going to do this, dude. We forgot. Again?
Fuck.
So we just need to get on can we hop on a call with them? The
Yeah.
call for the deliverables right now, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
All
So
right.
we're going to kind of get
All right, guys, can
It
you
might
just
get
give us
tossed
a minute?
around.
We have to talk to the MeMore executives really quick and some of the team.
I gave this to Phaser, but now
Yeah,
can
we
I
might
use
need
it?
it. Phaser, we need this.
Okay, cool. Let's
Pull
throw
up
it.
the call. You have the link, the Zoom link?
Yeah, it's
Fuck, I can't believe I
Curse
forgot
word
this
detected.
again.
okay. Okay. Connect. You connected it? Okay,
Yeah, I see
cool.
it. Okay, I see it.
All right.
Let's hit join.
Hey, Sam and Doug, this is Levi.
Hey, Levi.
Hey,
All right, so
what's
is
up?
everyone here? Why don't we
yeah.
introduce all the folks on the call?
Hey y'all, this is Baden, VP Communications.
Hi everyone, I'm Senda, Senior Director of Product Engagement.
Clayton here, Assistant Director of Digital Comms.
Hello, I'm Toya, Digital Content Coordinator.
Yo, this is Bentley, Editorial Content Manager for the West Coast Division.
Hey, Shanna here, Program Manager for East Coast.
Sup y'all, Patrick here, Head of Strategic Partnerships.
Hey there, I'm Maya, Marketing Manager for the international team.
Hey y'all, this is Baden, VP Communications.
Greetings, it's Max, Creative Director for the Midwest Division.
Hey, it's Jess, HR Manager for the company.
Hi folks, I'm Alex, Sales Director for the Northeast region.
What's happening? I'm Jake, Operations Manager for the Southwest Division.
Hello everyone, I'm Rachel, Finance Manager for the company.
Hey y'all, this is Baden, VP Communications.
Hey, it's Tyler, IT Director.
Howdy folks, I'm Kevin. I'm Business Development Director.
Me name is He How. Me job as a hermit.
Hi there, it's Emily, Event Coordinator.
Hey everyone, it's Alexia, Social Media Manager.
Greetings, I'm Aaron, Product Manager.
Hey y'all, it's Liam, Customer Success Director.
This is Dave, Head of Digital Security. Hi there, it's Maria, I'm Operations Coordinator.
Hey y'all, this is Baden, VP Communications.
All right, so I just wanted to ping y'all and reach out for a game plan and try to streamline our next pivot in order to try to meet this deadline. I want to avoid a situation where we need to circle back for a deep dive. Patrick, can I toss this to you?
Thanks, Levi. Okay, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
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 Awesome. So right now our bandwidth is pretty stacked, but we're considering this low-hanging fruit, so I'd really like to keep the value proposition without dropping the ball. I'm thinking we can kick this and circle back in, how about 1 year from now? Is that good for everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's great. Let's circle back in 1 year from today. Sarah, would you send out invites for that?
Sure thing, that's Friday, March 8th, 2024. I'll set it for 3 a.m.
Perfect. Doug, Sam, that work for you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that works.
it sounds great.
We could, okay, I think it ended. Did it end?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay.
That was so close.
Were they?
We got a year to do it.
Are they mad?
I don't know, dude. We got a year. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That's next year.
You think it's gonna be our asses, or is they?
Oh, listen, it's always going to be our asses, brother, but if it's our asses later, that's fine. I don't care if it's our asses later. As long as tonight we're getting off scot-free. Guys, we just dodged a fucking bullet.
Curse word
That's one more
detected.
year on the gravy train with them, honestly.
couldn't
Because
tell.
when that date comes around, we're not going to have it then either, probably. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
I just couldn't
Holy
tell if they were
shit.
mad or not. Or
Guys, what do you think? Maybe Dana, run a poll. Were they mad at us? You guys think they were angry at us? Because actually, you're right. At the end there, Levi's voice was just like this.
A little bit.
He does that thing where he kind of.
When it's
It's like
that
I just wish he
higher.
would be upfront with me a little bit more sometimes. You're right.
I don't know. I guess it's just policy or something.
I think it's policy for him to be an ass.
Curse word detected.
I don't know. Well,
Get this out of the way.
dude, let's just.
Thank you, Phaser.
Yeah, thank you, Phaser.
Cool. That was nice.
That could have been a lot worse.
I don't know. It kind of got me on edge. Okay.
Oh my God, I'm ready to celebrate. Actually.
Yeah. You want a song that's similar to this?
Yeah. Oh shit! How much I owe you?
Oh shit. Yeah, I guess we could figure this out now.
Yeah. I actually don't have a. I don't have cash on me, but I have a Venmo. I have Venmo.
You have
or if
Venmo?
you want to do Cash App.
I just have my debit card.
Yeah,
my
so we could
driver's
just
license.
if we could just figure this out really quick. So we had the 3,000. But then you paid me back the 2. But that was before, so there's 1 from me. But then there was the 10.6. 11, 28.6.
Okay.
There was a 30.6. That was from Friday, right? So if it's me, I think it's. So the 15 million was supposed to go from mine to yours, but then that's before I owed you, right?
Yeah.
And then you were gonna, but then you were. There was the IOU from the beginning of this year, right?
That's true.
You could just log into the account. We could. I mean, what do you think?
Doug, I'm surprising you with a birthday gift. This segment was a decoy. This was a decoy segment to try to get your brain going around decimal numbers, that kind of thing, about how much we owe each other.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, brother, you're getting a surprise.
This is a real surprise for Sam.
This is
oh my gosh, you caught me with my pants around my ankles doing a bit.
I got
what
you.
What did you get me?
I got you a one-of-a-kind orb.
Oh my God.
A one-of-a-kind orbsman orb.
Oh my God.
This is hard, regular style.
Oh my God, no fucking way.
Yep.
Oh my God, is it hard?
Yeah, it's hard.
Oh my God, what the fuck? Oh my God, guys. So I don't owe you anything, right?
Well, we can figure that out.
Holy crap, guys, what the fuck?
Happy birthday.
Oh my God, guys, that was so crazy. That was genuinely a total birthday gift. Oh
Happy birthday.
God.
It was over the weekend, so, you know.
I knew you had something. I knew he had something up his sleeve. Oh my gosh, you just caught me totally off guard, guys. This is so exciting. This is a classic hard style, regular style, enlarged.
Yeah, a little bit bigger than you might use.
What year is this?
This is specially made. This is special made.
Brand new.
Yeah, brand new. You can see the mold, the cast line around it.
Are you kidding? What are we gonna do with it? Oh my God, I can't decide what I want to do with it.
Well, you got you have the rest of your life to figure that out.
Oh my God.
You can decide forever.
I can't believe this. All right, well, gosh.
Enjoy it.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh my God, that is so awesome. Guys, I got a classic regular hard. That thing is big though, custom style.
They don't make them like that. That's not in the catalog.
Dana, run a poll says, do you like my custom style? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, thank you so much. Gosh, I don't want to break it though.
Oh yeah, we could put it back behind.
Yeah, put it back there. Let him oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't check behind the curtains like I usually do.
I know, I was worried you would.
I know, gosh. That is so exciting.
Yes.
Oh my God. Well, I gotta plan something, you know.
Huh?
It's funny, a lot of Realmers have been talking about going back and watching some of the old episodes. And one of the great old episodes, in my opinion, some of the most fun we ever had was your birthday.
Oh, you had fun?
Which was last year in July. We did a live stream. His birthday was on a Wednesday, and so we did a live stream in the backyard barbecue style, and that was so much fun. But I didn't get you. That trumps anything I've ever gotten you. So this year, when July comes around, and maybe some of the Realmers can help me plan far in advance, I'm gonna make your birthday special because that is probably the most special gift I've ever received.
Oh, come on. Well, on my birthday, you put up with me drinking a bunch of Clamato.
Ah, well, hey, I love doing that. It's fun. We're having fun style when we do that. Maybe I'll get you an orb. Nah, just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna get you an orb. Those are very expensive. So
yeah, that was a lot less expensive.
I hope
than you
that
might
wasn't
think.
company carded because that's not a business expense. That probably to get me an orb like that. That's probably just, that's you didn't put that. If you did put that on the card, we'll talk about it later. I actually don't want to know right now, and I don't want to ruin my vibe.
Here we go.
Okay, guys, this needed to be said because a lot of people have been talking at me and explaining things to me, and Realmers are some of the worst offenders. That sounds negative. Realmers have been saying a lot to me. Since the beginning of the show, they've been asking me questions about things, telling me about just all sorts of stuff. You do it. You do it. My family does it. But I want everyone to understand, the only thing I'm capable of understanding is sport game. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to hear about other things. If it's adjacent to sport game, I might hear it. I might relate it to sport game. But guys, I'm being bombarded with information. Every day I get on the bus, I get on the train, I go downtown, I see the signs, I see ads, I watch the news, and it's just overwhelming when none of it has to do with sport game. I will watch a sport programming, a sport live in action, and I will watch a recap of a sport game where some of the announcers will talk about the game. And that is what I understand and what I enjoy. But guys, stop throwing all this other stuff at me, because if you do throw other information at me, I'm going to relate it to a sport game. But that got me thinking, actually, the fact that I do that. People throw information at me, and I kind of automatically relate to sport game because that's all I can understand. So I wanted to just bring up some of the common things in the past week that I kept relating back to sport game, which actually, if you're a sport game guy like me, this will help you because you'll be able to relate things to sport game and you can actually operate in the world because I'm having a problem operating in the world, so to speak. I'm non-operational. I'm not able to operate in the world because I only understand a sport game. So,
well, what about a guy like me who might not know a ball from the back of his ass?
Well, that makes us a great team because you can help me understand, how to brush my teeth, and I can help you out to understand how a ball goes through the hoop, so we can work together. But so I wanted to bring up some stuff. Maybe in the chat, Dana, run a poll. Is all that you know sport? Yes or no? So we can see who's a sport head like me and who's a normal person. We say normal, but anyway, I made a list. I'm having a hard time thinking and speaking because I actually don't understand that. Everything that I've said so far on the show and everything I've typed and all the graphics I've made have been coincidences. They talk about monkeys with the typewriters. An infinite number of monkeys with an infinite number of typewriters will create Shakespeare. Well, there's a similar dynamic going on with me and the graphics for this show and the words I've been saying. Guys, it's like an astronomically lucky event every second I say a word because all I understand is a sport game, so these is all luck.
That makes sense because sometimes it unravels.
Does that make sense?
Keen
That's
viewers.
a big brain realm.
We have a lot of keen viewers, and all of them would recognize the time that some things don't add up. That's okay. That's what happens when you randomly generate. So what's up?
So this past week, I realized something about the show, which I thought was a good first place to start.
That's this.
Where we are. Which
Okay.
is I call it a game. This is a game. This
it
is
makes
a sport
sense.
game.
You
to
keep
me.
asking me if
and
I'm
we're
ready for the
players in
game.
that game, and the realmers and the chatters are players in that game. But something else occurred to me.
Huh?
Throw that graphic up, guys. A microphone's like the ball, and Dana's like a ref. Now Dana's not here to explain herself, but I think if she was, she'd be able to say, "I am a ref. I am like a ref." And so Phaser could maybe weigh in. Phaser, do you sometimes feel like a ref sitting at the zoo? Yeah, I think that's well put.
And it makes sense because the ref, generally, is this correct? The ref is the one who interfaces, who's like the translator between audience and the players.
Yes.
So that makes sense. And
the ball and the players.
Oh yeah.
So Dana actually controls the mics.
Busy guys, those referees.
I know. So I just thought it would help me understand Skeleton Realm Live better. And so if you're sporting, refer to this guide and you enjoy the show, and you will refer to the guide to understand that the ball is the key element of the microphone and Dana is a key element of reffing so that we can have a fun time when we play.
Well said. What's after that?
Next is restaurant is like sport game, waiter is like ref. So in a similar way that when a field is a bare field, think of an empty restaurant with no tables, and then the tables come in, that's like the players coming in.
Yeah.
And so who's got to negotiate between the tables and the players is a ref. And so a ref would come in, but to do that in a restaurant, this would actually be cool to switch refs and waiters.
Yeah.
This is a side thought.
Put the stripes on the waiter and put the waiter on the field.
Oh gosh, imagine. My allergies are hard.
You okay?
I'm okay, baby.
It's okay.
But anyway, another thing a waiter does is a waiter serves you food. And a ref does that for the players too.
The players sometimes serve the Gatorade to the coach.
They use serving as a slang to say you got served in NBA Streets on PlayStation 2, which I used to play a lot. And so I learned that word. I actually learned that word to mean that it was serving in a basketball street game before I understood what it meant as a word, as an English word. But anyway, lost my train of thought. Basically, I'm just saying a ref is a waiter. And, waiters serve food.
Right.
Ref serve food. In between at halftime.
Serve flags.
No, food.
Okay.
Ref give food to players.
In between, yeah.
They give like in the NFL Super Bowl.
Halftime buffet?
Halftime buffet does happen, but in the Super Bowl, refs, if you have a keen eye during the halftime when Rihanna was doing her songs,
yeah,
ref was giving pot pies to all players. on both teams and of every nation and every creed.
So the similarities here are often literal.
Similarities are often too much to understand and too much to bear for my mind to understand, and it makes me sick and it makes me feel really good.
So the forks on the table are the shoes and the cleats with the
Fork
laces.
is kind of like maybe if you had if you had horse polo, a fork is like the stick they use. All right, next. This is the big cojones, guys. Life is like a sport game. And this really dawned on me. I kept thinking, I love a sport game so much, and all I can think about is a sport game. How can I justify my obsession with a pointless game? How can I justify my and in order to do that, and in a way to do that is to say that it is teaching me of life. And here's the big thing about a sport game, and especially for a boy, to teach a boy. When you're growing a boy, harder you push, boy, more success got. That is how life operates. There's no finesse to life. There's no finesse to life. There's no subtlety to life. If you take your head and you smash it into a wall as hard as you can for 6 or 7 years, it teaches you a lesson, which is that the harder you smash and brute force style, the more success got. And if anyone says different than that, they're a loser. And even if they have more success than you, they're wrong because they got it and they sneaky got it.
Yeah.
Because if you not work harder as me and you got more money or success, you sneaky got it.
Mm-hmm.
Not fair. So we have to understand.
We're blowing the whistle.
Blow whistle, ref, where are you?
Flag.
It is
Yellow
not
flag.
about smart, not about smart, not about finesse, not about subtlety. It's about brute force. Life, some people say life checkers or chess. Some people say it's like chess. I say it's not like, they say, oh, you say it's like checkers, it's simple. No, it's not even like checkers.
It's like one.
It's head on wall game.
Just being
Smash head.
Because people often
smash head.
People mistake the
get bird success.
The more unpleasant faction.
More pain, weakness leaving.
You know what
pain,
else?
More life lessons from more pain. A good goal. I just wanted to say a good goal for someone playing a sport as a boy. A good goal is to lose most of the functional use of your knees by the time you're 25. Yep. That's important. If you haven't done that, you didn't play hard enough.
Absolutely. You want
to be using a cane at age 30 because that means you've learned a lot of great lessons and you want to be basically collapsing by the time you're 60.
And you want a CT scan your CT scan to resemble a moldy piece of bread.
Absolutely, because that'll teach you most about life and that'll give you the most success.
Doug, there's one more comparison here of this one. Your first point that SRL, this very show, is like sport game. We got yellow flags. Right
behind us. Yellow flags. So some might be saying we're breaking some rules and we might be agreeing because this is a R-rated show. So we're breaking the rules, guys.
Curse word detected.
Yellow flags.
Yellow flags. Well.
We should have a ref curtain one show, just do ref stripes.
Oh.
Dang. Imagine if we had a zebra dressed as a ref.
It'd be hard to tell the difference. Well, what's up, man? How's it going? How's the chat? How's the chat?
Guys, how's the chat? Are we missing it? See, we don't have Dana here. Dana, Phaser, how's the chat? Julia says, clapping heart. Trash Image says, aww. Marcella gives a salutes emoji. Watch Mojosh says, I can be bad. Marcel gives a ref flag. Checker flag. Lysica Runes. I learned a lot tonight. Julia says, damn. Buffy says, hi, Stony Tone. Big bro, so good. Why don't you guys super chat and I'll read it then? Why don't you guys do that and I'll read it then? Why don't you guys have a super chat and I'll read it then? Don't ever fucking super chat and I'll read it then.
What?
Guys, we're getting pumped up.
Boy, I need some Sprite. You know, Ryan Sander, one of our showed up
talking smack on you a little bit.
Showed up to my house in the form. He messaged me while I was home on Discord in the public channel and said, "What's with the water?" I thought
Sprite, guys,
Sprite.
Put Sprite in it. The Sprite bottle is an awkward shape.
Yeah.
And it's kind of annoying. And we don't like the green for the green Sprite. It clashes with that yellow.
Yeah.
And it actually confuses the cameras. A lot of people don't. Well, we don't really give away too many secrets.
I wore Sprite green to show my
green screen style.
Prove it.
So it keys out the Sprite anyway, because the Sprite is the perfect green screen color. So he puts it in a smart water. I shudder even saying the word, but we found that in the trash. Berkinzo gave $5, says hi.
Nice.
Hi, Berkinzo. Gronkster gave 10. I saw a comment earlier by Gronkster. He said, what if the roommate was a piece of corn? Gronkster gave 10, said, do not read this. Oops.
Shit.
You know, you bring up Ryan Sander, and this is a good opportunity to bring something up that happened earlier this week, which was last week, a week from today.
Huh?
Mr. Beast was in the chat.
Dang.
Now, we're getting a lot of haters about Mr. Beast being in the chat, but Mr. Beast changed his profile to Ryan Sander with Ryan Sander's picture and was Mr. Beast in the chat. Now, I'm not saying that Ryan Sander, a lot of people got confused over this. I'm not saying Ryan Sander is Mr. Beast and has always been Mr. Beast. What I'm saying is Mr. Beast is a fan of the show and he knows about the Realmers and he put his profile as Ryan's. And you can easily go click and it goes to Mr. Beast's Beast's main page when you click Ryan's, but he changed it back, so you can't do that anymore. So who knows? This week, maybe he's someone else in the chat. He could be Julia. Julia, are you Beast? I don't know. He could be Super Locrian. Could be Sage. Maybe Sage is Beast. Beast might be on 20 accounts, and everyone is Beast. Guys, everyone is Beast this week.
No.
But I also wanted to make a huge announcement. And now, I wanted to say something. When we made that Mr. Beast announcement last week, when it was just crazy that Beast was in our chat and we were just Beast freaks. We were like, oh my God, Beast is here.
Beasting at the mouth.
We posted a cut down of that and it went viral because everyone loves Beast. I wanted to mention something else and if you maybe make a cut down of this. Dan Levine made this cut down. So Dan, if you want to make a cut down of this, go ahead and make a cut down of this, but anybody could. I have a big announcement and I think this might interest some of the corners of the internet. Guys, Joe Rogan has been emailing us and has been texting us, and I've been getting lunch with him every single day. And Joe Rogan endorses the show, full stop, and he's a huge fan. And Joe Rogan, guys, is in the chat. Joe Rogan is in the chat, and Joe Rogan's name is Courtney Davis in the chat. Joe Rogan is posing as Courtney Davis this week. So that's a fact, and Joe told me yesterday that Courtney Davis, he was going to change his profile to Courtney Davis, and that's Joe Rogan. Boom!
Whoa.
That was, okay, so I just wanted to get that out of the way. Oh, we're getting some super chats. Does Doug need a tissue? Sammy Sorum says. I don't need a tissue, no.
Yes or no?
I'm having some allergies. We're having a lot of pollen build up here in Atlanta, and so my allergies are acting up, but I am taking a 24-hour non-drowsy allergy solution that is the Kroger brand. It's the same medication, it's just underneath the Kroger pharmacy brand name. Let's move on. We're wasting a lot of time here.
Well, this one's pretty self-explanatory.
This is pretty cool. Guys, let's get pimped out with iced out bling bling and spinners on our tires. This is a long time coming.
Yeah.
I've been talking about this since I used to watch Pimp My Ride with Exhibit and enjoy a pimp style. Yeah! Now, if you don't know what pimped out, iced out bling bling style is, it's where you have epic iced out swag with iced diamonds and a bling swagger. And you're pimped out. Now, pimps wear a cool suit with canes, and they're big pimping, and it's cool. Now, a lot of people get upset pimping, as a negative thing. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about the style. I'm not talking about the lifestyle or the profession. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about pimp style. Pimp is a slang term for a style. And I'm not saying if pimping's cool. I'm saying rocking a pimp swag is cool. Do I make sense? Hardcore pimping is epic. So I wanted to get pimped out with iced out bling bling and spinners on our tires. You can go get spinners now at the local dub shop and spin them suckers hard. What do you think, Sam?
My coworker actually got spinners on his car. He actually might be watching. It's Mike, coworker. He got spinners from Amazon for $12.99. So these things are just cheap as dirt now. So there's really no excuse to not be pimped out with iced out bling bling and spinners on our tires.
Yeah. So in ATL, we call it swagger. And we call it spinner swagger.
Yeah, easy. It's easy to say.
Now, spinners are an obvious thing to swag yourself out with. And getting pimped out in a hardcore fashion with a pimp suit and a pimp cane is obvious. I wanted to talk about some of the non-obvious things that we could do to get pimped out in a swag fashion.
Yeah, I'd be
And I
happy.
had just a couple.
Let's check it out.
Let's check it out, guys. I thought we could get iced out bling bling slings. So a bling bling sling is like what you think. It's a sling, you break your arm, and you put a bling bling on it like a diamond. Pimp my cast, pimp my arm, pimp my arm. So
That'd be cool.
here's the thing, guys. We're not posers. We're not poser pimps. We're full style swagged out. We're hardcore pimps. We're not poser pimps. So we're gonna break our arms. And I want you, Sam, tonight to agree that we'll take a sledgehammer and break each other's arms after the show so we can wear a bling bling sling without lying.
You got a deal. Ha. Get out of here. Oh, yeah, let's break our arms, hit up the emergency room or, a nurse or something. Listen to this lyricism.
With a mic device, ain't no half stepping. I done told you twice. I'm hungry, dog. I eat you like a bowl of rice. This is MOP. Cold as ice, pay the price. If you think night ain't nice, I don't want the whole pie. Just give me a slice.
A lot of people don't realize, they watch the show and they think about us as certain types of guys. They size us up. Like, these guys are nerdy. These guys are tech guys. One thing that you forget about us, we're in the ATL.
Yeah, it makes it a little different.
We're in the ATL. Guys,
home team,
we're from
home
the
turf
ATL.
advantage.
Just being from the ATL gives you swag. Do you guys understand that? Because some of the haters, y'all are in Nebraska. Okay? Y'all are out here in, Ohio. Okay, no, shots fired at Ohio and Nebraska, fine. But we do it different in the dirty South. We're in the ATL, guys. We're ATL swag, and we don't have to be cool. We're nerdy.
We didn't ask to be born.
I didn't ask to be born in Georgia, and I wasn't born in Georgia, but I didn't ask to be raised here since I was 2.
Uh-huh.
So we're ATL swag, dude, and so haters need to be silenced on that. You come down to Atlanta, I'll show you around. I'll show you what it means to be swagged out. Most of my friends, I'd say, and when I say most, I'm talking 95% of my friends are hip-hop stars signed to large record labels, multi-platinum deals. I'm talking about old school hip-hop swag stars and the new kids on the block, all that stuff, dude. Those are my friends. That's my crew.
Yeah.
That's
we hang out with the
cool
members
hip-hop
of
style.
Members of Outkast. We hang out with.
Yeah, we hang out all the time, just chilling. So you can fuck off being a hater.
What's next?
Detected.
What else you got up your bling sleeve?
So next, I was thinking just pimped out hat.
Yeah, simple as. Wow.
Now, I wear a hat a lot of time on the show. Tonight, I'm rocking the BB&T, guys. BB&T sponsor the show tonight. I wasn't supposed to say that, but I was thinking it'd be cool to get a swag bling like a diamond on a fedora or a cowboy hat, like a rhinestone cowboy style swagger. I don't think I've ever seen someone do that. So would you rock a pimped out hat, Sam?
Yeah,
Chat.
Definitely. Especially if it was of the southwestern style in a cowboy swagger, because we combine West Coast, which is an old musical genre of you were just referring
hip-hop
to
style,
hip-hop
swag,
style.
yeah.
Or even rap on the West Coast is
Rap.
big as well. And so then you mix it with a cowboy hat, or an outlaw hat, because cowboys tended to share a similar aesthetic with outlaws at the time, or bandits.
Yeah, that's true.
And therefore, a merger of those is kind of like the best of both worlds.
But
Would you
actually,
agree?
there's a fork in the road with this, because we could go cowboy swag with bling bling on a cowboy, or we could go more like sophisticated Sinatra style swag with a fedora. So, Dana, ask the chat, cowboy swag, cowboy hat swag, or fedora bling, or fedora bling bling. And if I don't, and Dana also, if I don't remember to tell you to close the chat, I mean, you're going to close it. I know that I trust when you close it, but if I don't read the results, I guess put the results in there, because I've been leaving the polls hanging. I haven't been reading the results.
Close them.
So let them know. But anyway, cowboy swag or fedora?
Yeah, Sinatra and the fedora, he was also, that was gangster style. He was friends with a lot of murderers, people that tortured others. He would get payments and perform for some of the worst criminals ever.
Yeah.
Who never went punished. And he would, he's just buddies with him. So that style itself has a cool underbelly swagger.
We could
to it
actually,
as well.
then we could flip the tables and say that the cowboy swag is the sheriff swag. And sheriff's coming to round up some of the gangsters wearing the fedoras. So an old Western cowboy traveled in time 40 years from 1880 to 1920.
Oh man, I would love to see that battle. That's like,
and went up to the gangster and said, "Dude, I've just traveled in time with my non-gangster sheriff's hat.
Big star.
Why don't you eat a mouthful of
The
lead,
star means
brother?"
good. The star means good, but that'd be the best. It's like Godzilla versus T-Rex.
So that's fun.
Awesome, Doug.
We're
Thanks
running
for
a little
sharing
late
those
tonight, but that's
We're
okay.
running a tad bit late.
This
but let's-
one's going to be quick.
Okay. Oh, wow.
That's it. Let's get some different music for this.
Yeah.
Because this is more swag, and this is kind of just more of something I've noticed, and I don't want to put Phaser on blast, and I don't want to put this other individual on blast. Too bad. But I thought this was just so cool and cute. Frankly, cute. Sorry, Phaser. I know you guys are grown, but I just thought this was cute. Guys, Linman and Phaser are BFFs. So that was my face when I learned this. And it's no secret. Guys have been hanging out every day, getting up to their fun games. They play games in the yard. They dance around. And I know Phaser's not a boy, and neither is Linman. These are grown. They're grown. But just as a father and as a boss to Phaser, and as a sort of, I see Phaser almost as a protege, you know? And Phaser, I've been so proud of you. And Linman, I know you're watching. Linman at home, I've been so proud of you too. And to see their friendship grow and flourish. And I know as the years go on that Phaser and Linman will be so, I can see those two guys being kind of like me and you.
Yeah.
Putting something fun together with the community and enjoying something, maybe a show of their own, maybe a company, maybe just spreading cheer and positivity to the community, doing something big. I can see that friendship blossoming into something so positive. And I think that the Realmers will enjoy watching this too. So I just wanted to keep you guys updated on what was going on with Phaser and Linman.
He's blushing.
He's blushing. Oh my gosh, Phaser, no need to blush.
Good job tonight, Phaser.
Oh my gosh.
He said,
it looks like everyone's getting an ad.
an ad? Really?
Yeah, I accidentally turned on ads. I'm sorry, guys. I turned on ads. I'm not sorry I turned those on because we need revenue for the show, so I have to turn on the ads. It's natural. So basically, guys, speaking of ads, is everyone in the chat, is everyone's ad over? Is everyone's ad over in the chat?
Is the ad over?
Okay, if your ad is over.
Julie has ad blocker.
Good.
That's the
Get
reason.
ad blocker. Get ad blocker, and that's the fucking reason. Actually, don't get ad blocker. Guys, we've been getting notes from MeMoreTV.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah.
Don't do that. We've been getting notes from MeMoreTV telling us that most of the viewers of this show are blocking the ads with ad blocker. They're not viewing the ads, and so the revenue's in the toilet, guys. It's in the toilet with the turds, as we like to say. And so we need to get that revenue back up. So, guys, I'm sorry to have to say that we're going to have to implement non-skippable ads.
Yeah.
Now, this is something that's straight from the top, straight from the brass, MeMoreTV. We got to do non-skippable ads, so they sent us some of their ads that I don't know if these are picks from a random basket of ads or whatever you'd call, but these ads are going to run. They're going to be non-skippable, but here's the cool thing. We're going to get to continue the show and do our segments and continue to entertain you as the ad plays, and you can't skip it, and you might not be able to hear. I can't remember if we did the audio. They're not going to be able to hear us, right?
It should block it all out. I think,
it'll block it.
They're algorithmically curated, and Julia, your ad block won't work.
Yeah, your ad block's not going to work, so don't try to go rush off and install ad block, guys. You're going to have to watch the ads, but it's not a big deal. It'll be quick and painless.
It's also nice they let us do it towards the end of the show this time. However, starting at the top of the next week, we're going to do it the whole time.
Right, exactly. So we're going to run through the segment that we're going to do. They told us we could choose one segment to do ads with, so we had to choose this one. I think this will be fun to talk about. And like I said, the ads are not skippable, but just wait. We're going to keep talking about this. After the ads are done, you'll be able to weigh in, and you won't miss much even if you can't hear it, but you can kind of read our lips. But guys, the weather is perfect now for performing Gorbulation simulations. I talked about this at the beginning of the show. Now, the weather is getting incredible. It's getting warm. The pollen is coming out, so the season's changing. But I'm just so excited to finally get my simulation started. Last year, I know some of the simulations that I did were getting noticed online a little bit, going viral. So this year, I'm excited to sort of get going with my simulations. And
let me ask you one thing.
Yeah.
Home Depot has 5G mobile blast hotspots. New Blast Mobile 5G Blast, only on Blast Mobile. Built to last, so you can blast.
Registering a domain for a job application to file your taxes doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't even have to be hard. It can be soft, and you don't even have to learn to code. FillMeFull is the easiest way to register an internationalized country code top-level domain to generate a 8K form to under Section 13 or 15D of the Securities Exchange Act of 1934, filed pursuant to Rule 13A11 or Rule 15D11, and generate a stunning job resume to find the perfect match for you. Keep it simple and get more done with our streamlined tools. Why search when you can find? Finding what you want shouldn't be a hassle. That's why we make it exciting. Let us help you find what you need when you need it. Cut through the clutter and simplify your day. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Home Depot has 5G mobile blast hotspots. New Blast Mobile 5G Blast, only on Blast Mobile, built to last, so you can blast.
Like, talking about the weather, though, because the weather is part of the reason why we can start running the simulations a little bit more tighter. They say tight, but really what you're doing is you're loosening up the parameters. Yeah. So when we talk about the Gorbulation cloud, which is the first thing that the software has to understand, is that when the cloud gets too thick for the software, it actually starts to crash. So you need a new computer, but it's like I was saying, it's kind of, the tech is trying to catch up with the Gorbulations, because the Gorbulations are getting crazier every year. So when you try to simulate one, because I can simulate a Gorbulation from the 60s or 70s pretty easy.
Right.
But nowadays, the Gorbulation clouds, it's the
all-new Kia Duranto Toyota V5 all-door hybrid electric Odyssey for when you're driving.
You have to get these graphics cards that are just so advanced. You know what I mean? Those are getting so expensive too. So
those are
Sam. What are you gonna do?
Thousands of dollars. Well, first off, the Gorbulation. I'm trying to get my hex count tight, but like you said, long. It's like a chain, like a chain, heavy metal chain. Might seem tight, but in reality...
Home Depot has 5G mobile blast hotspots. New Blast Mobile 5G Blast, only on Blast Mobile, built to last, so you can blast.
Registering a domain for a job application to file your taxes doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't even have to be hard. It can be soft, and you don't even have to learn to code. Fill Me Full is the easiest way to register an internationalized country code top-level domain to generate an 8K form to under Section 13 or 15D of the Securities Exchange Act of 1934, filed pursuant to Rule 13A11 or Rule 15D11, and generate a stunning job resume to find the perfect match for you. Keep it simple and get more done with our streamlined tools. Why search when you can find? Finding what you want shouldn't be a hassle. That's why we make it exciting. Let us help you find what you need when you need it. Cut through the clutter and simplify your day. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Home Depot has 5G mobile blast hotspots. New Blast Mobile 5G Blast, only on Blast Mobile, built to last, so you can blast.
The all-new Kia Duranto Toyota V5 all-door hybrid electric Odyssey for when you're driving.
Kind of temperature in that perfect medium when it's not cold anymore, but it's not too hot, because like July, August, it'll be too hot. But anyway, just wanted to talk about that. So
yeah, in
the chat, maybe Dana, run a poll. Are you gonna do the Gorbulation simulation now, or maybe wait till the summer, or wait till, because you might be, if you live in the Northeast, it might be
the all-new Kia Duranto Toyota V5 all-door hybrid electric Odyssey for when you're driving.
Maybe in the chat, Dana, run the poll. Just say, are you going to do your simulation now or later to the beginning of the summer? Yeah, now. Okay.
Cool. Well, that's tight.
So, guys, I'm sorry that we had to do, I don't know if you might have noticed, you might have not, but we have to do the non-skippable ads, and hopefully we don't have to do them too much anymore. Guys, if you disable your ad blocker and you just watch the ads like you're supposed to, we won't have to do that anymore.
They said it would be a seamless storytelling experience.
Yeah, it won't be. I mean, it's not, and so I thought that, we couldn't choose the ads, but that was supposed to relate the closest. I don't know. I don't really care.
Cool.
So anyway.
Yeah, Colin Oliver said he didn't even notice the ads. He said he didn't get them, but clearly didn't notice them because they were implemented. So what's up?
Great.
Okay, so cool. This is
So, guys, speaking of notes from the show, now that was one of the notes we got, which was more of a financial thing, like, hey, the show's not making money. And we get that, honestly, if I'm being honest, we get that note every week.
Yeah.
This was just the first time they kind of wanted to implement something new. But another side note we got last week, which is that we don't chit-chat enough. There's not enough kind of like chit-chatting. Like if you watch a podcast, now this is not a podcast. Okay, let's get that fucking clear.
Curse word detected.
This is not a podcast, but MeMore wants it to be more like a podcast in the sense that they want us to chat. If you want a podcast from us, this is what I told MeMore. If you want a podcast from us, get on the Patreon for $5 a month, and you can enjoy a podcast from us, which we do after the show every Wednesday, and we will be doing tonight. And if you pay $5, you can enjoy a podcast from us. But guys, Skeleton Realm Live is very structured. We have our segments, and we put a lot of effort into writing them meticulously. And I tried to explain that to MeMoreTV. They don't really seem to care. They want more chit chat. They want more small talk. They want more off the cuff. So we've decided to let them have what they want, and so we're going to include this.
Shoot the shit.
Week.
Let's shoot the shit.
Let's just shoot the shit a little bit.
Well, would you like to begin, or shall I begin?
I'll begin. So,
Okay.
did you hear about the train derailment?
Yes. Did you hear about the factory explosion?
Yes. Are you aware of the recent controversy surrounding elected officials and their opponents?
Yes. Have you, quote, caught up, end quote, on the recently aired television shows on MeMoreTV's Triple Play Classic streaming service?
Yes. Are you aware of the ongoing controversies surrounding musicians, actors, and online entertainers?
Yes. Are you caught up, end quote, on current phraseology and slang?
Yes. Can you list current phraseology and slang now?
Yes. Rent-free, vibe check, main character, understood the assignment, this is sending me, this hits different, y'all are sleeping on this, go off, it's giving. Is your mentation typical to that of an individual within your age cohort?
Yes. Do you behave in an erratic or otherwise bizarre fashion?
No. Can I ask you something?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.
All right, so we got that out of the way.
It's fun to get off script
It's
a
fun
little.
to just kind of chit-chat, talk about some of the things that are going on and
Shoot
some of
the
the
crap.
doing a rent-free.
Yes.
And doing a vibe check, sort of, for the main character.
You know what I would like to
Understood
hit differently?
That sending me.
You know, it's something we
Sending
ought to
off.
hit.
Yeah.
You know, we're about to hit the space bar on another all-star track. This is a track I'm crazy about from Doug and Dana. But
first, we
got
to do a few things first. Now,
Oh,
Sammy's
I can't
getting
wait.
ahead of himself. Stay to the end. You're going to hear another track from Dana and I. We've been doing some recording, guys. We're looking forward to a Realmers album, Realmers review on episode 50. It's going to have 10 tracks. But before we get to that special song to play us out, we're going to do the t-shirt poll.
Yes.
We're also going to check the super chats really quick to see if I missed any. So I'm going to go to the YouTube studio tab. I'm going to go to the earning tab. And I'm going to go to the super chat tab. And I'm going to go to the see all button. And I'm going to go to... So we said, Ladintre said, Brady Cashman is a cream dreamer. We said, Burkanzo says, hi. Gronkster says, do not read this. Trash Image says, send a super chat and read it then. Sammy Storm says, does Doug need a tissue? Feel free to send more if you'd like. But now we're going to throw up the t-shirt poll. Guys, at the end of every show, I know most of you guys aren't new, but if you are new, at the end of every show, we do a t-shirt poll to see what's the best graphic of the week. Whichever t-shirt wins goes into the store. After the end of a year, I'm going to pit all the shirts against each other to see who's the greatest graphic of the year. Then we're going to put that shirt, then we're going to wear that shirt and jump off a building with it. Just kidding. We're not going to do the last part, but maybe we will with a parachute. So, guys, Dana, why don't you throw up the poll and the fucking thing?
Curse word detected.
Let me pull up the thing
So the poll is going, I'm going to talk a little bit about the music.
Yeah.
I'm going to remind the audience, because we've only talked about this one time last week. Doug and Dana are a groundbreaking musical duo. They just started. It's super exciting. I'm handling some publishing matters for them, and we're playing at the end of each episode, we play a new song. At the beginning of each episode, we play the same song. That's called the theme song, the thong song, the theme song. And so this last week we played a bunch in the Paters Pod and the Behind the Paywall podcast that we do after this, that we will continue to do in moments away from now.
Yes.
But we're going to play a new one, and the title of that one is Rubber Bands! Exclamation point.
Oh, yeah, this is a good one.
Really fun. So we're going to play that in just a moment.
So Sam brings up something cool, which is that he's been helping us deal with all the legal stuff for the music. I don't know anything about rights, and there's all these different things where you own the song, you own the writing rights or something, and the copyrights and the distribution.
You should focus on the art.
Dana and I are focusing on the art, and Sam is going to help us with all that. So we just gave all that control to him, and we're so thankful for that. And so Sam is doing what he can for all that. So, guys, I just wanted to say thanks to Sam for helping us do that, because that's a lot of the messy stuff we don't care about. So I don't know about publishing.
Yeah, what's BMI stand for, Doug?
Body Mass Index is what I would say.
Wrong. Stands for Big Music Industry.
So we've got 41 votes here. We've got 56 watching. I'm not going to say. Life is like a sport game, and let's get pimped out. Oh, my God. Sam, what are you thinking about this
choice.
one? This one actually is tough for me, because I kind of like the sentiment of life is like a sport game. You know, I like that sentiment more. That rings truer to who I am than Pimped Out. But I will say, from a graphical standpoint, I am more excited, let's say, about the pimped out graphic. Does that make sense?
100%. I agree.
Thinking?
I agree with that. The pimped out graphic it's kind of aspirational. Let's get pimped out. But then the one over here, the life is like sport game. That's just good to know.
I just like the phrase, and I like the sentiment, and I like the spirit of that. It's giving.
The sport game is here and now. The sport game is now. That's where we are. This pimped out with iced out bling bling and spinners on our tires, that's looking forward into the future.
Right, so that's actually true. So I might see the thing about being a host of Skeletor Realm Lives, actually, it doesn't matter which one goes live. I can custom order all these and I can have all these, and maybe I will.
Yeah.
So let's,
you know what, have you ever
let's
seen
end that poll. I don't think we're going to get more than that.
Have you ever seen a t-shirt quilt?
No.
It's a quilt that an old grandma would make out of a bunch of old shirts. And so I would say that all the losers of the bracket
that's a great idea.
Should be made into a nice, beautiful quilt that's
an awesome
broken
idea.
in and comfy. So
pimped wins.
Wow.
Let's get pimped out wins. We'll remember that. Guys, I saw someone ask earlier about getting a special green name with the desktop day. If you hit join next to the channel, if you want to join, you can have access to our epic emojis. If you want to join us for another hour on the Paters Podcast, guys, we're rebranding that. Should we announce? We're rebranding the Paters Podcast. It's called Paters Paradise.
Paters Paradise.
And that reflects the name of the channel in Discord. Join the Discord if you haven't. If you get on the Patreon, you also get access to the secret Discord channels, one of which is Paters Paradise. So, guys, we're going to kick it with a special song from me. Sign up to the Patreon and get the Paters Paradise Podcast, Triple P, we like to call it. And otherwise, we'll see you next Wednesday, but enjoy.
Wait, what happened to all my rubber bands? Doug, do you know where my rubber bands went? I needed those.
I play with rubber bands every day and night. I stretch them out wide and I stretch them out tight. I play with rubber bands, they're my favorite tool. Make me feel like a boy when I grab a rubber band and I stretch it all around. From the ground to the ceiling every single day. I stretch a rubber band in every single way. Before the show goes live, I grab a rubber band and I stretch it all through my hands and I smell it, I lick it, I eat it too. And then it comes right out of my poop. I love a rubber band. I'm a rubber band boy. I play with my rubber band toys. I love rubber bands. I love rubber bands. Stretch, stretch to stretch the rubber band. I'm a rubber band man. Wait, no, I'm a rubber band boy. Let's play with a rubber band toy. Let's play with a rubber band toy. Rubber bands can be toys too. Rubber bands can be toys for me and you. Hey, I'm a rubber band boy. I'm a rubber band boy. I love rubber band toys. I play with my rubber band toys. Oh yeah. Let me see that rubber band. If you put it in my hand, you'll understand when you see me stretch it out real wide and tight. Rubber band tonight.